Hello, my Virgos, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie, and I am Debbie. I am reading for May 5th, 5-5, interesting, change, to May 11th. Now, remember, these are general readings, may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Also, too, I have my video, watch it. God wins. Yeah, I was like, oh, I was on fire. Anyway, my Virgos, I do not know. Oh, by the way, we have a new moon in Taurus. Know your worth. So my Virgos, I do not know if things are getting easier or you have just gotten a lot tougher. But I feel like you really being very much in their faces, and kind of not necessarily, this is not your time. This is not a time where you are shying away from anything. Okay, so let's see. What do we have here? Higher power and Holy Spirit. Higher power, Holy Spirit. What do you have? I should be saying for your Virgos, not my Virgos, for your Virgos. What do you want to say for your Virgos? So we have one card that has fallen out. Shuffle one more time. And it is reversed, so it's like, hey, pay attention. Do you want to be coming out? Sure. Here we go. Okay, 3 cards. These 2 kind of fell out also, so we're going to see what we have. This one reversed. Renewal energy. So we have renewal, which is also the judgment card in a lot of different traditional other kind of tarot. So it's judgment, it's looking at things, it's really figuring out where I'm at, where I am going. It's actually coming to self-acceptance at the same time. So we have a 2, which is crossroads, choices, decisions, 2 paths. It's coming to 2 paths. Do I go down this path or do I stay on the path I'm at? I'm getting 2 paths for you. 0 is God's source energy. So maybe there's a lot of Virgos, because you do have a lot of spirituality, my Virgos. I'll talk about Tauruses who have a lot of psychic abilities, and you have a lot of spiritual abilities, okay? So you have this connection, and you might be feeling that God is pulling you or asking you or telling you or just kind of saying, this is the path I want to go. I want you to go down. Now, I will tell you that probably about 90% of the time when you come to 2 paths, one time, and you choose one, the other is no longer an option. But I have had experiences where I have chosen a path and I'm like, oh, I didn't do right with this one. And a similar option came up. So I'm not going to say, so there is really no wrong way, no wrong path. However, I do feel that there's a lot of Virgos being called down a certain path, and it's just really kind of unnerving in some ways. So I'm going to tell you, this is where you're going to do your checks and balances. You're going to look at things. You're going to maybe even do a list, because my Virgos, you like lists, the pros and the cons. But again, one of the pros is if God is calling you, if God brings you to it, God brings you through it. Okay? So interesting. There was a lot with this one. Anyway, renewal, Archangel Jeremiah, very strong Archangel energies with this. Just really going to help you through. So this talks about review and evaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts, time to move in a new direction. Again, there's these 2 paths. One is scary. One is maybe, maybe it's like, well, this is the way I want to go. Again, pray, meditate, pros and cons. God brings you to it. God brings you through it. Next card. 3 of air. Okay, so definitely a path is changing. Definitely a new path is guiding you. Now, the 3 of air, another version of this card did go into God wins. 3 is our celebration, creation, the power of 3. Air energy is our Aquarius, our Gemini, our Libra. There's so much, and I haven't mentioned it because I was like, oh my goodness, how did I even miss it? But Pluto is now retrograde in Aquarius. So you're going to go back over some stuff. But thought processes, thinking things through, making plans. Now, I will read this for you, and then I'll tell you what I always get from the 3 of air. Great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself or others. So that's the general gist of this, and you can kind of look and see. Here we have these unicorns, and here we have this little brown horse. So, okay, what was that all about? Did the horse lose its parents? What is that all about? We're not going to go down there. When I see the Three of Air, and this is one of the cards. I mean, there are many cards in the Waite Rider that I do like, but this is one that I like a lot. It's the heart with those three swords in it. I know most people say, hey, pull another one. Get rid of that card. I don't want to see that card. No, no, no. But when you look at the heart is very vibrant red, okay, red. And it's got these three swords. In the back, behind it is the storm clouds. Behind it is the rain, okay? So the heart has come through the rain. The heart has come through the storm. And while there is these three swords sticking in it, it's no longer this bloody mess. I know that's maybe a little bit too graphic for you. It is healing. So you have a choice. Well, it's kind of like you might have to live with the pain. The pain's going to be there. We're not going to say that you can't take these swords out, but it's time to move on. The pain makes this heart stronger, or these swords in the heart made them stronger. And that's kind of like what I said. I don't know if things have gotten easier for you, Virgos, or you've gotten just stronger, or you've gotten more feisty. But the Three of Air is always let go of that past, not the lessons. Lessons are very important. And you don't want to leave those lessons behind, because you then tend to repeat them, and we don't want that, unless you need that, of course. But let go of the past. You're at this junction, and there is more to come for you. You have some choices now. It's always a choice too. Do I let go of the past? And our next one, Six of Fire. And this one is one of those victorious cards, okay? So 6 is the number of man. It's the energies you've put into this. So fire is our Leo, Sagittarius. It's also our Aries. We know we have some strong stuff in Aries. Mars is Mars in Aries or about to go into Aries? I'm forgetting that. I know that Venus is in Taurus now, and that's very positive. It's very soothing. And this is supposed to be a good time for you. The Six of Fire is marching into victory. The Six of Fire is choosing your right path. So what does this say? Victory. Good news is on its way. Public recognition or awards. So it is, even though, whatever it is that you've gotten through or you've gone through to get to where you're at, this is a victorious card. It's a struggle. Life is a struggle. It's not an easy thing, but every day there is always hope. Okay, it is always hope, and that's what we all live for. And if you don't feel the hope, then wait a day, and wait a day, and wait a day. The hope always comes. Okay, let's see what we have here. Let's see what we have here. What do we have here? What do we have here? Okay. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what do you have for our Virgos? All right. The waiting game. The waiting game. So it would be a 2. 2 is choices. So you have some choices. 2 of air. So it's a thought process. It's a thought process. We have, this a beautiful, beautiful tree here. We have the other tree with the roots in the sand. It's an hourglass type of thing, whether it's an hour or not. And it's basically kind of walking in circles. And as this is going on, it's a time to wait. It's a time that things are shifting, things are changing. Again, we go back to this time where you're kind of doing your pros and cons. You're making your list. And you're learning, or you're figuring out how to let go, and how, and this wonderful new future, I shouldn't say new future, this wonderful process that you have put work into is coming your way. Okay, so let's see what we have. You might have to wait a little bit, but it's not going to be a long wait, okay? It's not going to be a long wait. Still a little bit of work you have to do to kind of clear some decks off. Okay, not these decks, but like a ship. Okay, let's see. Higher power, Holy Spirit, what else do you have for our Virgos? What else do you want to say for our Virgos, or to your Virgos, not mine, your Virgos? What do you want to say to your Virgos? Here we go. This is reversed. Release jealousy. And that's part of that 3 of air too, letting go. Jealousy is an affirmation that you don't have something, and the universe manifests exactly as you affirm. Let other people's successes inspire rather than frustrate you. If they can have it, so can you. And I know it's not easy, like why did they get this and I didn't? Say, I'm glad. Okay, if they can have it, this is going to come to me too. This is going to come to me too. I want this too. And sometimes seeing what others have, it can inspire you to just kind of like, no, okay, I want, I would like that. But if you let the negative energies of jealousy, all that does is eat you up. And like it says, you're putting that out, and that's what the universe gives you back. All right. Helpful. Let's see what crystal, or energy for your Virgos. Got to remember. This one is reversed. Pink calcite. Ooh. Like I said, I kind of feel you're feisty, and then with this release jealousy, do you need more sweetness in your life? Are you gentle? And this is important. Are you gentle with yourself in your words and thoughts? Ooh, that kind of connects there too. Treat yourself with kindness. Cultivate loving friends, family, and environment. Be your own best friend and the best friend you can be to others. Okay, pink calcite. Angel of kindness. Now, these are nice to say, especially with this new moon. I am blessed with nurturing vibrations wherever I go. I am gentle with myself. I recognize that kind-heartedness brings about better life situations. I am kind and compassionate with myself and others. I enjoy loving relationships. Now remember, being kind doesn't mean that you have to be foolish or that you have to be a doormat, okay? And it doesn't mean you have to take somebody else's problems on. New moon in Taurus, know your worth. And it doesn't mean you have to feel guilty when you go, well, I wasn't kind there. Well, if again, review, renewal. Anyway, let's see what else we might have for our Virgos. Okay, higher power, Holy Spirit, what do you want to say? What other moon energy is there for your Virgos? Your Virgos, starting that new cycle. Okay. Reversed again. Last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. Does that go along with the 3 of air? Clear your mind. Or with the jealousy? It could. It could. Well, my Virgos, what did you think? Let me know. Comment. I am reading my comments, so please comment. Also do the like, share, subscribe. Clicking on the bell for notifications, whether you're on Rumble or on YouTube, because it does help. So thank you. As always, though, my Virgos, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Bye-bye.